people getting. Okay. Wait until people get in here. I don't see anybody's liking or subscribers. I mean, not subscribers, but viewers, people that's watching, not seeing, and I'm just blind. Not getting nothing, guys. But I will tell you this. That shooting that happened last night was over domestic violence. The man was getting cheated on, and he went back to confront the man. It was not numbers or anything like that, so don't even put that in there. I've seen people putting out the videos of fake news about this, saying that this was a number thing, and they said that this was Black Friday. No, it was not Black Friday in Alabama yet. It was actually 9 o'clock yesterday when this happened. We're going to get this straight, because some idiot is on YouTube saying that it was numbers and it was satanic. No, it was not. It was an 18-year-old confronting his girlfriend and the guy that was with him. Okay? Just want you to know that right now. And it wasn't over shoes. We assumed. We shouldn't have assumed, right? Okay. We have found out when the machines are going to take over the world. No, not UFOs. Something like Terminator or Christine. The driverless cars are going to take over too. And that would be something like the movie Christine. Okay? The machines rose from the ashes of the nuclear fire. Their war to exterminate mankind had raged for decades, but the final battle would not be fought in the future. It would be fought here in our present. It shows Los Angeles in ruins, folks. Okay? This is making sense. I've been getting this from my advisors telling me to show the movie, and I'm going to. When you subscribe, like, and share on both channels, NWO, Rest in Peace, NWO, The Real News, and this channel, you will get a free movie called Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger's in it, folks. So, and I'm gonna send you the link. If you're not on my Facebook, you'll get it on there, or you can get it on my YouTube channel. Escape from LA. Yeah, I would get away from LA, folks. They're gonna start destroying people in LA. That you're right. You're on it, Burning Heart. But that's what I wanted to show y'all. We do got some news. We just had an earthquake, which I'm getting shadow banned on the other channel. If you've not noticed, everything is like crackling with Darth Vader, and it's pissing me off, really, if you want to know the truth. They're trying to stop me from giving you the real news. That's why I have to do it on gaming, folks. They don't want me to give you the real news, but I'm going to, because you, the people, deserve it. But yes, the Terminator I have got for y'all. Just don't ask how I got it for you or how I got it and everything. I did it because you care and we care. Jennifer, what's up? That shooting last night was not numbers. It was not nothing satanic, and it was not Black Friday. It was just a normal day at the mall, and the guy confronted another guy, shot somebody else in Homewood. There was another shooting, and then he drives to Hoover to confront the woman. That's what happened, folks. Yeah, that's the situation. Agenda TV, whatever, Free Agenda TV needs to stop. He needs to retire. He's an idiot. He says that Hoover is not a safe area. I got news for him. It's actually the safest mall in America. Do you realize how many men that was undercover there? Over 100 men, folks, in different areas. Even in Patton Creek, they had like over 100 men over there on that other side where the boulevard is. So just giving you heads up, Hoover Police is probably the safest police department out of Alabama. If you want to go to Inslee, you're going to get robbed. If you go to Bessemer, you're going to get robbed. If you go to Birmingham, out to the west side of Birmingham or north side of Birmingham, you're going to get robbed, bottom line. So I just thought y'all might want to know that. Let's get to the news, okay? We just had a breaking news on an earthquake in Georgia. That's right, Georgia just had an earthquake, North Georgia. I'm trying to get to it, folks. It just went down. Let's start the pay-per-view. This is called November to Remember, ECW versus WWE. Enjoy, folks. All right. Let's see here. Where's it at? Hope y'all having a good day. Just like, share, and subscribe. I'm camouflaged with the gaming because the news is being interrupted by the New World Order, and I've got escape route for y'all. All right. Where's it at? Okay, there it is. Enjoy. Start off with Georgia. Small earthquake hits northwest Georgia. Well, after I turn the volume up. That would help, wouldn't it? Yeah. What's going on? Come on, man.
Another earthquake has hit northwest
We'll get it right
Georgia.
in a minute. All right, get it. All right, let's go. Nope, I'm not getting it.
A small earthquake hits northwest Georgia. A minor earthquake has hit northwest Georgia Friday morning. The United States Geological Survey earthquake hazards programs reported the magnitude of the earthquake was 2.7, which is very minor. Officials in Gordon County said they've experienced reports of people hearing a loud boom around 10 a.m. We have verified with 911 that everything is okay in Gordon County. The Gordon County Emergency Management. There have been several small earthquakes in northwest Georgia over the past few years, including a 1.9 magnitude near Villanelle, in Walker County, in August. A 2.7 quake was reported in Catoosa County, near Fort Oglethorpe, in January, and a 2.3 hit Tryon, in Chattooga County, in November 2017. In July 2017, 2.2 quake was registered just north of Lafayette in Walker County. Each level of earthquake increases by a factor of 10. Channel 2 Action News meteorologist Brian Monahan said, "So a 4.0 is actually 10 times stronger than a 3.0, and 5.0 is 100 times stronger than a 3.0.
That's making sense.
Thank you for watching. Please
That's one of the other anonymous channels that I work with. Anonymous. The girl that I'm working with is great. That's all I got to say. She just started yesterday. Start subscribing to her, guys, because you need backup real news. You know what I mean? You never know when you're going to lose somebody else that's on the same page as I am, because if they're not on my page, I'm not going to be on their page. You might as well just start turning the page. But what's up, Holly? We're at work. That's all I got to say. But if you just joined us, 2029, get out of Los Angeles, California. I think you need to get out before then, because the big one will happen before that. So just thought you might want to know. Let's see here. So, let's see here. 5G, I just found out what 5G is. It's going to start the driveless cars, like Christine, the movie. You're welcome. 5G is part of the plan to bring in driverless cars. That will be the remote control of your car, just like Knight Rider or anything like that. Okay, 5G is the plan to control the two at the same time, just like they're going to control the cars. And they're going to start. They're even going to have helicopters and aircrafts that's going to drive by itself. I want y'all to know that, guys. They're trying to ruin you and trying to stop you from coming in. Shortwave, yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm just getting the information from ex-CIA and ex-NSA that's telling me to give y'all information. I'm just a speaker, okay? And the ones that y'all are listening to is baffling me because it's not the same news as I'm giving y'all, and that's what's blowing me away. Alex Jones is back. We're going to show you that. He is back. But we do have somebody that just subscribed to me that I want y'all to hear. His name's Free Will. Y'all can start subscribing to him. He sounds like me about the bombs that happened October the 25th when Wormwood come along. And if you notice, the weather's getting worse. You only got nothing but clouds out there and rain and snow and sleet. That means you can't see Wormwood. So I just thought you might want to know that. Here you go, guys. Enjoy Free Will.
Alrighty. Hello, YouTube. Will Mizell here, Free Will Channel. Had an interesting day today. I really didn't get a chance to check out the internet and do what I wanted to, but I did do a little bit of research or poking around, if you will. Looks like they called her Bomber, and it's amazing how they know so much about that guy so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've heard all kinds of different stories. One said he was a registered Democrat, one said he was a registered Republican. It's, nobody in their right mind can actually believe that the devices that I saw were intended to actually hurt a person. I think they were more of a, they look like props. I mean, come on. They don't look real. It doesn't, President Obama, when Barry Soetoro, whatever you want to call him, there's not a person in the United States of America.
First of all, that's not my background that he's doing that. I want y'all to understand that. It's his background. And his name is Barry Soetoro. His name is not Obama. And I'm going to start calling him Barry Soetoro. Obama is an actor name. Just thought y'all might want to know that.
Because it thinks that Barack Hussein Obama goes to his mailbox and checks his mail. Or Hillary Clinton, or... come on. Every time I turn around and I'm involved with the real media or just, in general, like, I guess you could say the normies is what a lot of people call them. I don't think that's nice, but people that really just want to live their lives day to day and they don't want to be bothered by anything. I honestly think that a lot of people are deceived because they're complacent and they want to be. They're happy living in that matrix. Just like the movie. The guy. This steak is. I know it's not real, is what he says, but it sure does taste good, right? So you get people that get complicit with being taxed, spending.
Yeah, you're right, Jennifer. Soros is involved. It's all planned because we dropped the wall in Berlin. Remember that, folks. We put our nose right into people's business every time. And you really thought we were going to get away with it? No. Now every country wants to come, even the immigrants that Soros hired. Every immigrant that's coming to the border right now is being let in. I want you to know that right now. So, illegals, whatever, aliens. illegal aliens. There's your aliens right there. There's your alien invasion right there, folks. The real alien invasion, okay? The fake one is going to be robots, and that's going to be Terminator. And when Terminator comes in, you're going to say, oh my God, wait a minute, Andrew was right. It's not a UFO. It's China. Or whoever else is making them. Because if you haven't seen, Dubai is even making them, folks. So don't come at me and tell me, anybody that says UFO is CIA. Bottom line.
Fake money, not real money. You know, it's not the real stuff. You know, the real stuff's tangible wealth, gold, silver, land, if you can keep it. How many of you guys out there, and y'all, and if anybody ever watches this, you know, leave me a comment. How many of you actually know what the Federal Reserve is? How many people know the history of the Federal Reserve?
That's right. We don't know when the fall of Rome is going to happen, but it could happen very, very soon. It's supposed to happen before World War III starts. I will tell you that. It's not a good mother. Nope. You're right.
Andrew Jackson. How many people know about Andrew Jackson and the fact that he ran his entire campaign for the presidency about keeping the Fed away from our money? It boggles my mind sometimes to think that in the society that we live in today, as prominent as it is, as many people are out there, we all have access to the internet. We are all able to learn, and people are still more interested in about football or basketball or, you know, Stormy Daniels.
Football, baseball, basketball, NASCAR, hockey, all fake, because I have won more money on knowing who's going to win before it even happens. Like I said, what did I tell y'all about Alabama Crimson Tide? Their caps, their hats, and everything was already made by the spring. We already knew who was going to win the championship. I already know who's going to annihilate Auburn Saturday. And I'm an Alabama fan. We already know who's going to win the Super Bowl. You got to remember, guys. You got to remember, everything is Aleister Crowley's plan. And he's not even alive no more.
Than they are about the value of the money in their pocket. I tell my friends this all the time, and I'm gonna continue to keep saying it. I am more concerned about the purchasing power of the slave currency I have to use. I mean, you have to participate in the system if you want to eat. I think that, you know, the dollar, the money, I mean, maybe that's the mark of the beast. I mean, you can't buy, sell, or trade without it, right? I mean, most people keep their wallets in their right pocket. They take it out with their right hand. Just saying. I mean, we don't really know what the truth is. It seems to me that as I've grown older, that I'm more confused now than I think I've ever been about what's going on in the world. You know, I learn all this information, and I learn a lot. I mean, I know a lot of things. I'm a very well versed person. I know a lot of things. A little bit of everything and a lot of nothing. You know, master of no trades, but I can do a little bit of them all. So, you know, sitting here thinking about it, I tried doing this a long time ago, about 7 years ago, and tried to wake people up. And it seemed to me at that time that just, you know, people weren't ready for it. And then we got the big QAnon movement, where I'm not real sure how to take that. I would really like to believe it, and I would really like to think that the higher echelon would actually have to pay for their crimes as well.
Yeah, it's all being distracted because your tax money is going to these robots to kill you. I wonder if you knew that or not. Or maybe y'all don't give a flying fuck anymore. But we do. And Roddy Piper said, get your fucking shotguns and get your bubble gum and start fucking fighting. And fighting for your kids, because they're coming after your kids, folks. I want you to know that. They're coming after your kids. And that is where I got to kill. That's when I want to kill. I'm ready to kill for our kids and our families and for our women that's being distracted and being destroyed by George Soros, that doesn't give a flying fuck about women and kids. All he cares about is ruining you. Do you know why? Because he's an old man that can't even get it up no more, and he's probably got AIDS or some kind of disease. And he says, well, if I'm going to die, you're going to die next. And that's the plan.
You run a red light, you go in a traffic court, buddy, and if you don't pay the fine, you go to jail. And that's just for running a red light. I mean, some of these things that they're saying these people have done, it's just, oh my God, man. What is up with that? The pedophilia, the selling us out to all these other countries. And is it any of that even real? I mean, how much of that is, maybe more?
Yeah, it's real. It's real, Free Will. What do you mean? He's got 13 subscribers, and he just said, is pedophilia real? What a dumbass. You know why I called him out now, don't you? See, it's reverse psychology making you think that this guy is good. He's got nothing but dislikes on this video. Because he said, is pedophilia real or not? See why I called him out? See, I'm going to call out the garbage and the trash that's on Facebook and on YouTube. You know why? Because I'm fed up with these old men thinking they can take over our kids. It's not happening anymore. I promise you. It's going to be interesting. Let's see here. What's the next one? What's the next one? Oh, here we go.
Need to deploy.
All right. This is breaking news to Latin America. Southern border invasion discussion. I'm going to tell you what's real and what's fake. Pedos have a real special place to go when they die. Hey, Jennifer, one of your messages got retracted. Probably YouTube didn't like what you said. I didn't get to hear what you said on that one, but okay. Whatever floats your boat, YouTube.
We're working with our aviation, engineering, medical, and logistic resources to bring them to bear. We're bringing 3 medium-lift helicopters.
Damn. I said, okay, here we go.
Our first level of effort with CBP will be to harden the points of entry and address key gaps in areas around the points of entry. And here's a list of just some of the capability that we're bringing. First, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. They bring amazing expertise earned through years of experience under challenging conditions, including the current work of building the border wall. We're also bringing 3 highly experienced and capable combat engineering battalions with expertise in building temporary vehicle barriers, fencing, and are bringing them in with heavy equipment, which as we speak right now is line hauling towards Texas. We're bringing military planning teams already actively engaged.
New Mexico, like I said, remember who's going December the 1st to Mexico. It's Mr. Pence. And who is going to be meeting him there? Every dictator and every migrant. You don't think they're going to try to take him down? It's all planned, folks. It's all planned. And if you think that this world is perfect, you'll find out very, very soon that it's going to look like an Extreme Rules match when they come in here.
with their CBP counterparts. We've integrated command and control capabilities. We're working with our aviation, engineering, medical, and logistic resources to bring them to bear. We're 3 medium-lift helicopter companies in. These are aircraft equipped with the latest technology. They're enhanced with optics. They have NVGs. They have sensors that will allow them to operate at night and be able to provide assistance to bring our CBP.
Do you really believe that? Jennifer, do you really believe what they're saying? We haven't seen them do a damn thing for no one. Do you realize why they're bringing them in here? They're going to kill us. Just think about it. They're going to kill us so the robots can take over. Did you not hear what I just said a while ago, 2029? The Marines militia has been kicked out of there. Been kicked out of there. Jennifer, I want you to know that. Thanks to Stony Stone. I want you to know that. Stony Stone fucked everything up when he took the video of mine and then reported me, kicked me off, and then took the video and used it. I just want you to know that. I don't know. I don't study everybody's channels because they're all fake. Just thought you might want to know that. Why do you think I'm on gaming? The ones that's not erased yet are CIA, and they're following you right into a FEMA account. Remember that.
Personnel exactly where they need to be, regardless of the conditions. We'll be able to spot and identify groups and rapidly deploy CBP personnel where they're needed. The helicopters will ensure the CBP agents can arrive in the most austere locations. They can.
Now remember, I've got ex-CIA and ex-NSA stealing everybody's information, their emails and everything. Okay? What you're hearing and what you're seeing is the opposite of what I'm giving you. Do you realize why? Do you realize why? Because they're still trying to hide things from you. And you're still sucking on their Kool-Aid. That's the sad part. I'm about to call this guy out. Just thought you might want to know that. They don't have enough boots. They don't. They got killed by Barack Hussein Obama's drones in the Middle East.
Pass rope down if they need to. They can conduct and work their law enforcement activities. These aircraft will also ensure those agents needing medical assistance will be able to get that assistance when required. In addition, we're bringing military police units. We're bringing strategic airlift to bear. As we sit right now, we have 3 C-130s and a C-17 that is ready to deploy CBP personnel wherever they need to be at any time. We have deployable medical units. We have the logistical support. We have command posts. We're bringing again command posts so we can combine with CBP, and we have combined command posts where our operational commanders will be working side by side to integrate our efforts. And make no mistakes, as we sit right here today, we have about 800 soldiers that are on their way to Texas right now. They're coming from Fort Campbell. They're coming from Fort Knox. They're moving.
He's full of shit. They're not coming from nowhere. The UN is doing it. He is full of shit, and he's trying to make Russia think that we got a big army. We don't. Barack Hussein Obama killed them when he was in office. I'm going to say this one more time. There's over 4,000 troops missing since Barack Hussein Obama was in office. And he killed wedding parties with these drones. He killed Paul Walker. I'm going to keep on saying this until you get it through your thick skull. That Barack Hussein Obama is here to kill you. Black, white, Hispanic, gays, straight, bi, whatever you want to be. You want to dress up as Halloween costumes every day? Go right ahead. But that's not going to save you. Because when we see somebody who's dressed up like Halloween every day, we're not going to save you. We're going to let you die. Yep. Well, he's not defeated, I promise that. He's not defeated.
closer to the border. They're going to continue their training, and they're ready to deploy to be actually employed on the border. We're deploying aviation assets that quickly transport our CBP personnel. But it isn't just the men and equipment and the soldiers that we're bringing. We've already brought critical material, and it's already in place. We have enough concertina wire to cover up to 22 miles already deployed, already to the border. We have additional concertina wire that we can string with over 150 miles available. Additionally, working at where the reinforcements are needed so we can get it exactly where CBP wants us to put it. By the end of this week, we will deploy over 5,200 soldiers to the southwest border. That is just the start of this operation. We'll continue to adjust the numbers and inform you of those, but please know that's in addition to the 2,092 that are already employed from our National Guard Operation Guardian support that's been so effective. And my final point I'd like to stress is that everything I've discussed here fully adheres to our current authorities and governed by law and policy. We know border security is national security, and the U.S. military will advance CBP's capability to harden the border. Department of Defense is already and will continue to provide support to CBP to secure the border. Thank you.
With that, we'll open it up for a few questions.
Yeah, he's really defeated, ain't he? Like I said, it's going to be who's going to be the speaker November the 28th. What, in 5 days? Who's it going to be, Jennifer? If you really, really know what's up. You hanging out with John X Army? The belly of the beast? The satanic bitch? Which one are you hanging out with? I just love to know. John X Army's about to go down for pedophilia. I just want you to know that, folks. I want you to know that. John X is about to go down hard. Just like I said, BP Earthwatch was going to go down hard. Just like I said, Alex Jones was going to go down hard. None of y'all listen to me. None. You'll sit there and say, oh, he's a liar. He's a liar. I'm focusing on what's been happening since 2014. Since Ferguson. I've been focusing for a long, long time now on Hurricane Katrina, because every hurricane has been gun confiscations now. Since even Hurricane Andrew, folks. So you really think you're safe, women and kids and gentlemen? Are you? Seriously, do you really think you're safe from your government, everyone? Yeah, Katrina was horrible. Paul Walker's last movie was Katrina. Yeah, it was horrible, guys. We need to be ahead of the game. Head of the game. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here giving you the information. And I see who y'all are subscribed to. You don't think I've been watching all of your channels? People that's been commenting down below, showing me who's what? Yes, he was a genuine person. Good person. He helped a lot of people during the tornadoes of Alabama in 2011. We could have another tornado season just like we did in 2011, folks. Do you realize that? We got some bad snowstorms coming. If Japan gets hit by another big earthquake, we're going to have another big tornado season. I want you to know that. We're sideways, guys. Earth is sideways right now. Before you know it, we'll be upside down on the south equator. And when we are, that's when the wormwood is going to hit us with everything it got. That's why right now we're safe. But when we put ourselves upside down on the south equator, that's the coldest area of Earth, we're going to look like Well, we're gonna look like the movie with Dennis Quaid in it. Day After Tomorrow. John Moore even says it. He says when that thing flips upside down, when Earth flips upside down, we're done. We're done deal. And we're not even going to see it coming because they've covered it up with all the damn weather. They don't want us to see it coming. They want us dead. Have you not figured that out yet, folks? Even these CIA YouTube channels. They're not telling you the truth like I am. And it's pathetic and it's embarrassing if you want to know the truth. They all need to be fired and shut down. Freedom or no freedom. They don't deserve it.
General Shaughnessy, Tara Cobb with Military Times. A couple of questions, sir. First, why weren't National Guard forces used instead, since it's typically a state governor role to bring those troops to the border?
Because I'm going to help you out, Miss Press. Because the National Guard got shut down and demolished by Barack Hussein Obama. Enough said. Enough said.
Secondly, how will you ensure that the active duty forces along the border will be operating in compliance with Posse Comitatus, and will those forces be armed? Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for those questions. First, to be clear, Operation Guardian Support continues on. 2,092 National Guardsmen employed right.
Another your message got retracted again, Jennifer. I wouldn't try to put so much out there, okay? Just listen. Look, I'm about to start. This is what I'm going to start doing, guys. Okay? Y'all got to listen to me before you get kicked off and blocked and deleted by YouTube. It won't be me. I've been saying this, and it's like it's going in this ear and out the other, like everybody don't want to listen. But I'm going to save you and my YouTube channel, if y'all keep on saying the stuff that I told you not to say on here, I'm going to have you blocked, kicked, and deleted so I won't lose my YouTube channel. Because YouTube is already telling me if y'all keep on saying the stuff that I'm letting y'all say, I'm going to lose my YouTube channel. So this is the final answer to this. If it happens again, I'm going to take the comment section down below and throw it in the garbage. Just to keep you here so you can see the real news. I don't want to do that, but we got to do that. I love freedom myself. I do. But if you want to talk to me in person on Facebook like all the other girls, go to my messenger. If you don't have Facebook, well, too bad. Y'all a bunch of cowards and y'all a bunch of scaredy cats. You don't think they're going to get you on YouTube? You are sadly mistaken, folks. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, folks. It's going to come to an end very, very soon. Anonymous is about to knock all of you off for y'all stupidity. And I cannot wait.
Now under the governor's authority. That will continue. This effort, Faithful Patriot, is complementary to that effort, but brings additional capability and capacity to help CBP. With respect to Posse Comitatus.
Breaking news. While I was sitting there talking and telling y'all the rules for the 40 millionth time, this is what I got to tell you. Europe is about to be attacked by Russia, folks. Russia. Due to the pedophilia and trying to control Russia. You don't control Russia. Nobody's going to control Russia. Not even the EU. Just thought you might want to know that, everyone. When Russia comes in on EU, that will be your sign to get your start getting you some food. And you need to be getting that already. I already told you to get that 4 damn years ago. And it's like in this ear and out the other. I told you to get off the fucking West Coast. I told you to get off the Gulf Coast. I told you to get off the East Coast. You're not listening. We know that. We know you're not listening. You need to get to an area where my blue and white map is. You need to go look at that. I mean, we've already got over 1 million people already seen it. You not see it's not going to happen? Look at the fires in California. Look at the Look at the floods that's happening in California now. You need to wake up. Get off the damn shit y'all are on.
Everything that we are doing is in line with and adherence to Posse Comitatus.
Why not use the National Guard forces? And will the forces, the active duty troops on their way, will those soldiers be armed?
To be clear, we are using the National Guard forces and under Operation Guardian Support, very effectively being employed as we speak right now. We're bringing additional...
You are full of it, Mr. Whoever the fuck you are. Mr. Caddy, I thought you was true, man. Why are you watching this? Well, you know what? I'm done talking about it. I'm wasting my time when I've got other things to show y'all. I just thought I would let you know that your military is not coming to save your ass. They're going to be underground while the foreigners coming in here to kick y'all ass. That's all I got to say. Let's go. Let's go to the next one. Huh. They're showing Donald Trump as a turkey. That's cute. I think that's funny, to be honest with you. Where's it at? Where's the other story that I had ready to come to? Okay, here we go. Anonymous. The real news. Expect us.
Greetings, citizens of the world. A compelling new Ministry of Internal Affairs, MVD, report circulating in the Kremlin today detailing the extraordinary drills conducted over Moscow yesterday by the Federal Protective Service, FSO, to evacuate President Putin in anticipation of nuclear war soon breaking out, notes with amazement that the entire European Union, also yesterday, was stunned with a case of hypocrisy overload due to Hillary Clinton telling them to stem the flow of illegal refugees so they can avoid populist politics, with it not being lost on any of them that the current refugee crisis plunging Europe into crisis was, in fact, started by Hillary Clinton in the first place. According to this report, aside from its functions and duties to protect the Russian Federation, its citizens and its leaders, the Ministry of Internal Affairs is also in charge of all aspects of the motherland's migration policy, and whose migration management is grounded in the concept of the state migration policy that's in force from 2014 until 2025. With Russia being the largest country in the world, having over 6.6 million square miles of territory, Canada is second largest with about 2.8 million square miles, but having a sparse population of only 143 million. Compared with the United States having 327 million and the European Union having 508 million, this report notes, about 17 million foreign citizen refugees, during 2017, entered the country, with over 9 million of them choosing to apply for citizenship. That compares with the United States, during this same year, only accepting 33,000. Unlike in the vast majority of Western countries, though, this report continues, special attention is paid to encouraging labor migration through legal channels, reception of refugees and forced migrants and, of course, to adaptation and integration, including through educational programs for migrants to study the Russian language and learn more about cultures and traditions of the peoples of Russia, and in doing so, national migration authorities and the MVD work in partnership with universities, media, diasporas, religious and ethnic institutions. Unlike Russia, however, this report continues, the vast majority of Western nations refuse to implement sound immigration policies to help either their own citizens or the refugees wanting to live in these countries to acclimate with each other, and because of this critical failure today now sees economic refugee hordes trying to force their way into the United States, who are being met by a new order signed by President Trump saying that Central American asylum seekers who cannot establish a reasonable fear of persecution in Mexico will not be allowed to enter the United States and will be turned around at the border. These migrant refugees now suing Trump in U.S. federal court to have his order overturned, to which Trump replied by issuing orders authorizing the U.S. military to use deadly force against these migrant
But the reverse psychology is going to help you out. The reverse psychology is Soros owns Trump. Soros and Jared Kushner and Donald Trump has been working together since last year. Last year, around February, they all met together. Did you know why? Because Trump and Jared Kushner owes money, folks, to George Soros and the 13 world banks. Just thought you might want to know that. I'm so glad that you really think Trump is here to save your ass, when QAnon was full of it. I told you he was going to be full of it. I told you, watch out. Jeff Sessions is leaving. Didn't I, everyone? Yes, I did. I was the first one on the scene to tell you what was going to happen 6 or 7 months ago. And here we are, December. What did I say was going to happen? More gun confiscations. The immigrants and Obama wants to take you out in December. If you don't know this, Obama and Trump ate dinner together not too long ago. So if you really think the Democrat and Republicans are separated, you were sadly mistaken. They are working together because they're rich and you're not. So wake up, everyone. Wake up. Why do you think I'm doing this? Why do you think I'm doing this? I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm doing this for our kids, the women that knows what's up, and my grandfather that fought in World War II, and I had family that was in the military that got screwed over by the government. That's all I got to say about it. Now, if you don't want to help Kevin Shipp and Edward Snowden, that's trying to help you, then leave. Because I don't need you on my YouTube channel if you're going to stay on here screwing off. Because I'm not playing no more. I'm having you kicked off, deleted, and blocked. It's not about subscribers no more, guys. It's not about likes. It's not about dislikes anymore. It's about views. And YouTube even sent me an email telling me it's only views now. I'm not getting paid for your likes and dislikes anymore. Your freedom is dead. It died 2 years ago on YouTube. It died 2 years ago. So if you really think that you coming in here and commenting down below and your comments really give a damn anymore, it don't. It's just like when you're watching a movie, okay? Just sit there and listen and watch. Because my exes hated me talking in the middle of a movie. Because you might miss something. You might want to reverse it and start it all over again. Say, hey, wait a minute, I might have missed something. Because all these videos that I'm doing counts. All them other videos that you're watching on YouTube that's getting kicked off are nothing but a puppet show. See, I'm not scared like all the others. They're scared because they've been to their house like they've been to my house. And guess what? They offered me millions and millions of dollars, and guess what? I'm not taking it. They're not bribing me like they bribe you. You take that European George Soros money, you can go straight to hell and we'll put you there.
Fuges and, if needed, to close the entire U.S.-Mexican border. France, this past April 2018, being warned that President Macron's new immigration policy was sowing the seed of rebellion, a warning not heeded, and now sees France being shaken by mass protests, that Macron responded to by his announcing that France is returning to universal military service that will see many of these protesters being thrown into the army, and if had happened last year,
would see them being part of the French military forces Macron has just ordered to confront these protesters. Germany's world-famous Berlin Christmas market now resembling an armed military camp over Islamic refugee terrorism fears, undoubtedly due to new shocking evidence showing that 1 in 10 Muslim mosques in Germany are preaching radical hate. That follows on the heels of Akili Mugbo, a migrant from Benin and a member of the Alternative for Germany, AFT, party, warning we mustn't flood Germany with Africans. There are too many of them, all of which are being ignored by German Chancellor Angela Merkel, who, in essence, has just declared her intention to...
Angela Merkel, Hitler's granddaughter. Let's keep on, let's continue.
...flood Germany with even more migrant refugees. The device Chancellor Merkel is planning on using to flood Germany with even more migrant refugees, this report explains, is called the Global Compact for Safe, Orderly and Regular Migration. That is a United Nations treaty due to be signed next month in Morocco that obligates its signee member nations to overturn their own immigration laws and policies and substitute in their place this new world law, but it is being called pure insanity as it's nothing more than an open borders suicide compact for the West. Not willing to have the United States become part of this Western suicide pact, this report notes, President Trump became the first world leader to pull out of this UN migration treaty when last December 2017 he refused to having any part in it, with his then being followed by Australia, Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, Israel, Hungary, Poland, and Switzerland, who are, also, refusing to have anything to do with this madness, and who, just weeks ago, were all joined by Austria, who, likewise, says they will in no way give up their sovereignty over immigration to this insane UN treaty. For reasons only the world's best physiatrists meeting in a secret conclave will be able to determine the causes of. This report continues. American Democrat Party leader Hillary Clinton has now interjected herself into this global migrant refugee crisis that she had created, with full force, not with her supporting this insane Western suicide pact UN migration treaty, but her telling the Europeans that they better start stemming the flow of these refugees before Trump-style populist politics throws them all out of power. To be noted, though, this report concludes, if Hillary Clinton's Democrat Party stands for anything, it's rank hypocrisy. The latest example of being these Democrats slamming President Trump over his refusal to back down against U.S. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts. A fight that began when Trump called out the U.S. federal courts from making political rulings, saw Chief Justice Roberts defending his courts against Trump, but then had the powerful U.S. Senator Chuck Grassley asking Chief Justice Roberts why he didn't come out against President Obama when he, like Trump, had attacked these courts, too. That even today remains one of the most shameful political acts ever committed by an American leader when, during his 2010 State of the Union address, Obama openly attacked before the entire U.S. Congress and the American People's Supreme Court Associate Justice Sam Alito to the shock, gasps and horror of everyone present, except that is Chief Justice Roberts, who to the very day has said nothing.
It's pretty interesting. Anonymous, folks, and by the way, the anonymous that I'm working with is a woman. A woman. How about that one, folks? Interesting, huh? Yeah, it's pretty interesting when you look at it that way. Go to the next one. What's the other one? There's some women that has subscribed to me that wants to send their twerk videos. If it's not dirty, yeah, I might let you put them on my YouTube channel. The ones that subscribe to me. That'll be for the men that likes to watch that. Whatever. And if you've not heard, the new Lion King trailer has come out. That is another sign of Barack Hussein Obama coming to the UN. Skies turns orange. Wormwood has showed up in Australia with the desert storm happening right now. And we have some news on an asteroid. All right, let's go to it.
NASA said the giant space rock will zoom up.
All right, this is a giant. Okay, NASA asteroid warning: giant space rock to barrel past Earth this weekend. This weekend, like the Iron Bowl weekend? Oh, great. Oh, all right. Let's check this out. Anonymous is gonna speak out. Let's check it out.
NASA asteroid warning. Giant space rock to barrel past Earth this weekend. An asteroid bigger than the Big Ben in London will zip past the planet this weekend. NASA said the giant space rock will zoom past our planet on Sunday. The asteroid, dubbed 2009 WB-105, will travel at speeds that could injure thousands if it slammed into Earth. The nearest approach will be 3.6 million miles, which is equal to 15 times the distance from the Earth to the Moon. It will make its closest approach to the planet just after noon on Sunday, November 25. The barreling rock is estimated to measure somewhere in the range of 173.8 feet to 393.7 feet, 53 m to 120 m. In diameter, a 393.7 ft wide asteroid is approximately 1.25 times larger than Big Ben's clock tower in London and 1.29 times as tall as the Statue of Liberty in New York. At the same time, the space rock towers over St. Paul's Cathedral and is just 49.2 feet, 15 m, shorter than the London Eye. Our solar system is packed full of gigantic space rocks, some of which are more than 1 kilometer in size. We are tracking the movements of about 90% of these, which would wipe out humanity if they plowed into Earth.
Wow. Yeah, CERN Switzerland's opening up the shield of Earth, believe it or not. Yeah, that's pretty bad. We got some information on the shoppers at the Birmingham and Hoover, Alabama. And believe it or not, it looks like actors. And I'm going to let you listen to it. And I'm going to tell you that there was no tears in these people's eyes. And they were trying to tell you not to go back. They said that would be the last Black Friday. Which that's what George Soros wants. So these, remember, they're getting actors from Craigslist and other domains, even at Backpage. So here you go, folks. And half of them are prostitutes. So I thought you might want to know that. All right, listen to this.
Wow, that's a lot of nobodies. Newsflash, not all refugees are welcome here.
This is just another moment in this presidency where I thank God he's the president of the United States and Hillary Clinton is not. Almost 8
Yeah, well,
Round, and we are
they're all
going
the
to get
same.
a live interview right now. Let's listen in.
Came out. We were worried about them, couldn't find them. But that's about it.
We were trying to find who again?
My daughter and my granddaughter. They were stuck in there. They had to hide. But we didn't see who did anything. We were sitting near the area loud. And we just heard a lot of pops. Pop, 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 pop.
Did you actually see the gunman shoot?
No, we didn't. Thank God.
Did you see any of the injured come by you or on stretchers? Did you see anything like that?
We
saw
just,
people on stretchers.
yeah, when they were
How many
bringing
did you all see?
two.
So did you all see any children maybe under the age of 12?
No.
And you all were in the food court area?
We were by Belt. We had just walked through the food court.
And so they yell like, run, run, run. That's what I've been
We
hearing.
were sitting down, and then we heard the pops, and we all ran through Belk. Yeah.
Did you see any officers with Hoover police inside the mall during this whole ordeal? Did you see any?
Not during the ordeal, just throughout the night we saw police officers. But there was too much going on, and it was happening too fast to be able to observe police officers. It was a matter of life and death, not a matter of where are the police officers.
Right, okay. So now that you all are reunited, how do you all feel? You're safe and everyone's together.
Thank God. Thank God. We thank God, but we'll never do another Black Friday again.
No, don't do another Black Friday. Don't be a coward.
Not for me.
Let George Soros win.
This guy was the
Yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, don't do another Black Friday, folks. Don't do nothing. Don't do anything that Germans want you to do now. They don't want you to do nothing now. They don't want you to shit on nothing. They don't want you to go to the toilet. They don't want you to go to the movies no more. They don't want you to have no fun no more because George Soros has AIDS and he wants to die, and that's all I got to say about that. Because Alex Soros wants to take over. Yeah, we know what the plan is. Let's go to the next one. Y'all want to hear another actor? Let's listen to it. Another actor.
Big tech companies are waging war against free speech.
Yeah, free speech. Okay.
One person is dead and 2 others were wounded in an officer-involved shooting last night at the Galleria in Hoover. This morning, the mall is back open, but some folks are still shaken after gunfire rang out inside the mall during early Black Friday shopping. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Eunice Elliott. We have team coverage on this shooting.
I mean, if you're going to be scared to go out, look, if you're scared to go out, then you know you're not going to heaven, you're going to hell. That's what I think. But hey, don't say nothing to me. I'm just the messenger. XCI and XNSA said, y'all need to keep on going because this was just an accident. This was like they were over another relationship situation. It wasn't over those shoes. It wasn't over it wasn't dynamic. It wasn't satanic. It was nothing like that. But they used it for that. And it wasn't even Black Friday. It was on Thursday. So anybody that's got a Black Friday video about this needs to be hit in the head with a shovel.
Mary O'Connell is at the mall right now where an intense investigation is going on today. Good morning, Mary. What is the latest?
Good morning, Eunice. Well, we know that officials are being very tight-lipped this morning on the investigation. We know a fight broke out between 2 men, an 18 and a 21-year-old, on the second floor near Foot Action here at the Galleria.
18 and a 21-year-old over a woman. I wonder if she says that.
Before 10 o'clock last night, that's when one of the men pulled out a gun and shot the other man twice in the torso. Police officers who were at the mall for extra holiday security heard those gunshots. We're told an officer saw the 21-year-old with a gun and shot him. That man died at the mall. The 18-year-old who was shot is in serious condition at UAB. A 12-year-old who was just an innocent bystander was also hit. Police tell us she's stable at Children's Hospital. Here's a little bit about what Hoover's police chief had to say about their response last night.
Thank God that we had our officers very, very close. They heard the gunfire. They engaged the subject, and they took out the threat. And as he said, that threat could have materialized into a lot more people being injured. And thank goodness that did not happen.
Now, we've reached out to mall management, and they will not comment on an active investigation. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, we've reached out to them as well. They're handling this investigation, but they will also not make a comment at this time. We've reached out to the Jefferson County coroner, who is not releasing names of any victims at this point. And we've also reached out to UAB Children's Hospital, who's not releasing any information at this time. In Hoover, Mary O'Connell, WVTM 13.
Thanks, Mary. Last night.
All right. Okay. I know the information since they don't want to give it out. It's African American, I will tell you that. If you've not noticed, I've been telling y'all this all year long that there's been nothing but African American men killing each other, which they shouldn't be killing each other. They need to be working together before China comes in here and beats the hell out of all of us. But, hey, that's their thing. Whatever floats their boat. But I'm telling you right now, quit worrying about baby mamas, because that's what this is all about. Baby mama. A 21-year-old and an 18-year-old that has a baby with this lady. And that's what it's all about, guys. And it's been like this for weeks now here in Birmingham. He was in Homewood, shootout in Homewood, and then he drives all the way up to Hoover to confront her. That's what happened. That's what happened, folks. So if you see anybody out there doing that satanic ritual bullcrap to this video, you tell them they're full of it and unsubscribe to them. Not all of them are like that, folks.
It was not the first time there was some sort of altercation at the Galleria for Black Friday shopping. This is video from last year's brawl that involved two women just outside of the Buckle store. Officials say the two were not fighting over any Black Friday deals, and no one wanted to press charges, so no one was arrested. Between last night's fight and last year's fight, shoppers now say they're concerned for their safety.
It's probably my last trip to the Galleria. But we'll never do another.
What? Didn't hear you. You was kind of drunk on that one.
Another Black Friday again.
Hoover Mayor Frank Mercado addressed shoppers' concern last night. He also praised the first responders for their quick action. Even though some people last night told us they would not go Black Friday shopping again, we spoke to others who aren't worried. WVTM 13 Sarah Killian talked to a few shoppers this morning, even some who were in the mall last night. She joins us now with how folks are feeling today. Good morning, Sarah.
Hey, Eunice, it started off pretty slow here, but the crowd has really started to build here in the last couple of hours. You can see it is pretty packed here for Black Friday shopping, especially considering those tragic events of last night. And we have some video of what was happening here last night. It was very chaotic. People flooding out of the mall after hearing those gunshots. Now, the mall shut down immediately following those events. And at one point, the mall management said they didn't know when they were going to reopen. But the Hoover Police, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, they wrapped up their investigation inside overnight, and mall management decided to go ahead and open as scheduled as this morning. Now, about half an hour before the doors opened, a long line started forming outside of the Belk department store. We talked to some of those people in line trying to get in the mall, and some of them were actually here last night in the midst of all that chaos, and others had heard about what happened, but they still decided to go ahead and continue their shopping plans. When did you decide to come back out here?
Probably about 4 o'clock this morning after I watched the news and saw it was pretty calm.
You can't allow things like that to interfere with what goes on a day-to-day basis and on special occasions like this.
Thank you. Thank you, lady. We know she's not acting with George Soros. Good work. If you're a coward going out to eat to a movie or store, then you don't really need to be here. You don't. You're letting George Soros and the Germans take over. Quit it. Anybody that says that stuff on YouTube, I'm going to tell you, you're a coward and you're a pussy and you have no right to be here.
Now, mall management, again, they decided to go ahead and open as they originally scheduled at 6 o'clock this morning, but they left it up to the individual stores to decide whether or not they were going to open today. Now, I was actually inside just a little bit ago, and it looks like pretty much every store inside the Galleria is open today. They are not letting those tragic events hold them back from those Black Friday shopping. Live in Hoover, Sarah Killian, WVTM 13.
Thanks so much, Sarah, and we'll continue to follow the developments in this story and bring you more information as we get it. Make sure you download the WVTM 13 app, and those updates will be sent straight to your phone.
There you have it, guys. So this wasn't no satanic numbers and all that other shit, okay, folks? You wake the fuck up, folks. Seriously. I give you the real news. I don't give you fake news. When I get the information, you're going to get it from me. You get it from that free TV agenda guy that needs to be popped in the nose one more time and looks like Bert and Ernie. I'm sick of fake news. I am. It's ruining freedom of speech. What's next? That's not it. Yeah, that's not it either. Hope y'all having a good day. But don't come in here and I don't want to hear it. If you're here to not work together as a team, or if you're in here to argue like a little kid, I'm going to put you in the corner. I'm going to delete you, block you, and kick you off. Bottom line. Like I said, I'm not here for subscribers, likes, dislikes. I could care less what you do. I don't give a shit. All right. Agenda free, you need your ass handed to you. Seriously. You're stupid. You're a piece of shit. And you are not going to call us out in Alabama without a fight, punk. You're going to be the next. You're going to be the next Stony Stone. My bitch.
2018, which means that you want your content on your terms. Whether it's on your TV, your...
Is the country seriously going to have to suffer through another Hillary Clinton presidential bid in 2020, pitting her against Pouts Donald Trump in what would be 2016 2.0? Yes, according to a weekend op-ed in the Wall Street Journal. Hillary 4.0 will run as a reinvented left-wing socialist mark. Is Hillary being true to herself and will capture the nomination again? Seriously. Get for Hillary Clinton 4.0. More than 30 years in the making, this new version of Mrs. Clinton, when she runs for president in 2020, will come full circle back to the universal health care promoting progressive firebrand of 1994. True to her name, Mrs. Clinton will f*** out until the last.
Yeah. And therefore, you don't know if you're going to go to heaven or hell.
Dog dies. She won't let a little thing like 2 stunning defeats stand in the way of her claim to the White House. Criticizing Democrats who revealed themselves to be bungled nation fight, with their laughable Spartacus moments, the writers predict she will trounce them. Just as Mr. Trump cleared the field, Mrs. Clinton will take down rising Democratic stars like bowling pins, they noted, adding, claims of the Russian conspiracy and the unfairness of the Electoral College shielded Mrs. Clinton from ever truly conceding she had lost. She was robbed, she told herself, yet again.
That's just great. Chevy girl, you got to subscribe again. They just kicked you off. I tried to warn y'all that YouTube is going to knock you down. They just attracted everything you said, and they kicked you off. I tried to warn y'all. None of y'all want to listen. None of y'all. Wake up, everyone. If you haven't seen your freedom disappear yet, you've just seen it.
Again. But after 2 years of brooding, including at book length, Mrs. Clinton has come unbound. She will not allow this humiliating loss at the hands of an amateur to end the story of her career. You can expect her to run for president once again. One way or another, Hillary 4.0 is on the way. Groan. Claims of Russian conspiracy were a fabrication of the Obama administration and its politicized FBI and Justice Department, which of course cooked the legal books and covered for Clinton's obscene criminality for trafficking in classified material via her private unsecured email server. And let's never forget how she abandoned men and diplomats in Benghazi. Or how she and hubby Bill raked in tens of millions in donations from foreign interests trying to buy influence before her expected 2016 victory. That never happened. If she manages to survive all of that slime, there's those legendary coughing fits and inability to walk up steps without assistance that should concern voters. That this woman feels so entitled to the presidency should scare you to death.
Yep. Another distraction. But I told you in 2022 it shows Hillary Clinton as the president. I showed you my video on my NWO Rest in Peace, The Real News, and none of y'all have seen it. None. I mean, it's out there. All you have to do is go down there. It shows 2022 is the believe it or not, the It's the thumbnail is what it looks like. 2022. If you can find it, go look at it. It even shows gas prices going up to $20 a gallon. The earthquake happening and the invasion coming in after Hillary Clinton wins. Just thought you might want to know that. So, yep, you're running out of time. That's all I got to say. Yep. What's next? I got any more news? Shoot. I swear to God. What else do we got here? Yeah. I kind of figured that was coming, right? What's this? Nothing. Nothing good yet, folks. Just hold on. It will be back. Hope y'all enjoying the show. Well, I'm not here for the stupidity. And that's all I can say. I'm not focusing on who watches and who don't watch anymore. I'm getting paid, so whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. That's all I got to say. Let's see here. Hope you're having a good day, though. The ones that wants to listen and wants to be here, that keeps their mouth shut because they understand that YouTube is kicking you off. They know. The ones on Facebook knows. They don't say a damn word. They just watch. And they like. Because they know what I'm doing for you. For you, the people. But if we listen to these trollers and bullies and Antifa motherfuckers, we'd be buried and gone. I said buried and gone. You're welcome, Jose. You know what's up. We've been talking about it. And these people come on here thinking they can say whatever they want to say on YouTube when they're not even paying to get on YouTube. But when your freedom is gone and you have to pay online, you're going to wish you fucking listened to me. Because every one of y'all that has been saying the stupid shit on YouTube, you're about to start paying on YouTube, on Facebook, and all the other domains. Well, then don't say a word. That's their plan. Don't say a word. Because if you haven't heard me yet in the last 4 years, that's their plan. To get rich off of you again. I mean, y'all come in here thinking you know everything. You don't. You don't. If you work with CIA and ex-NSA, then start talking. Well, delete them. Delete whatever you want to delete. You don't pay on Facebook. You don't pay on YouTube. You don't pay to get on Craigslist. It's a opportunity to have your freedom, but you and everybody else wants to lose your freedom of speech. Talking that this bombarded crap y'all are saying. I'm sitting there and I'm like laughing. Laughing. Y'all really don't know. Y'all don't know what's going on. None of y'all. Y'all are all still asleep. This is all a plan to end your life with the robots. Skynet's about to come in here and kick y'all's ass. Your comments down below is your death to a FEMA coffin. Have y'all not figured that out yet? And you don't ever come and comment down below on my videos and on my other channel. It's only on live. And why? I have no idea. All the other girls that's got the balls, that's not scared, the ones that have subscribed to me, my exes and my friends from Facebook, are commenting down below. And some fuckheads said they were bots. Let me tell you something. And I don't think they're bots because I believe they all got pussies. I've already slept with them. So don't come at me and tell me I don't have women. Men. I'm pretty confident. We noticed. We noticed, Jennifer. We noticed. Y'all comment on Dustin's. Don't tell me you are not Dustin's friend because I've seen you on there. I watch everything. I watch everything. I watch everything. I see everything. I see who you're friends with. I see who you're hanging out with. And if you're not noticed, he's sinking. He's sinking like the Titanic. I feel sorry for y'all. I really do. Breaking news from Anonymous. Clinton's worst nightmare. That's all I know. Oh, and she's a woman. We do have women and men that's anonymous on here. Just thought you might want to know that. That worked for the CIA with them.
Since Brexit and the election of President Trump, populism has become the new buzzword. For the globalist liberals, any talk of nationalism or populism is dangerous because it is a threat to their power. Recently, Hillary Clinton weighed in on populism. In her interview with The Guardian, Clinton referred to the massive migration which has inflicted untold damage on Europe. She stated, "I admire the very compassionate and generous approaches taken." She went on to say that now they need to be more selective when it comes to migration. That even she would concede this show just shows how strong the populist uprising has been throughout the Western Hemisphere. Notable, she says this not because Western civilization is in peril, which it is, but due to the rise of populism. Populism and nationalism are taboo to neoliberals and neoconservatives alike. For globalists, populism is their worst nightmare. Clinton states, "Don't deal with the migration issue, it will roil the body politic." In other words, Sharia and violation of the law of the land are no big deal to people like Hillary. It's populism that's the real danger. This is a refrain we hear again and again. Right-wing populism and nationalism are a threat to democracy, so say the globalists. They parrot this almost as thoughtlessly as their refrain that diversity is strength. According to Time magazine, Barack Obama had warned in Canada in 2017 of the rise of populism and made the absurd argument that nationalism is associated with the rolling back of people's rights. He failed to mention that nationalism enhances citizens' rights. It may roll back the rights of illegals and invaders, but it enhances the rights of lawful citizens.
That means nationalism is Obama and Trump. Thank you, Anonymous. You just hit it right on the dot, like I've been saying. Obama and Trump can all go to hell. That's all I got to say. Alright, this is the dispatch. Okay, there is breaking news on mother of 12-year-old girl recounts shooting. A military medic took care of her. The shoe store employees allowed the medic to use a shirt off the rack. We're not done. Hoover fired dispatch audio November the 22nd, 2018. We'll say this again. November the 22nd, 2018. It was not on Black Friday. Let's go to this one first.
Well, in a post on Facebook, Julie Bennett, the mother here, posted earlier today. She said in her post that her daughter was shopping with her grandmother at the Galleria here last night when those gunshots rang out. A post on Facebook that's gone viral. Julie Bennett describing exactly what happened to her 12-year-old daughter. Bennett says her daughter was with her grandmother inside the mall when the fight broke out. Suddenly, she wrote, shots were fired and a bullet hit her daughter in the back. Bennett says her daughter didn't realize she had been shot. The mother says that's when a military medic stepped in to help. Store employees allowed the medic to use a shirt off the rack to hold pressure on the wound. The 12-year-old was taken to Children's Hospital, where doctors found none of the girl's organs damaged, and there was no internal bleeding. The mom says the bullet is lodged close to her daughter's spine, and they're waiting on scans to see what to do next. Well, at the end of her post, the mother thanked over and over the people, the strangers who stepped in to save her young daughter's life. And earlier this afternoon, I spoke to that girl's older brother. He tells me that while the family was not ready today to speak on camera, that 12-year-old is doing okay. In Hoover, Mary O'Connell, WVTM 13.
Wow, that is a great story. Wow, that was good. That girl didn't even realize she was shot in the back, folks. Unbelievable. Thank God on that one. Let's go to the dispatch. Hoover fire dispatch just happened 13 minutes ago. Let's listen. By the way, Hoover is very, very strict. Probably the best police department I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm not saying it because I live in Alabama. I used to live in Hoover, and we've had problems with criminals before, and Hoover's there every time. Johnny on the spot.
Battalion 1, responded JCPenney, 2300 River Chase Galleria. We've got officers on the scene. There has been shots fired. Correction, there's going to be 3 patients at this time. On the upper level at JCPenney, we're still getting further at this time. Engine 4, Rescue 40, Battalion 1, at JCPenney, 2300 River Chase Galleria. We've got 3 patients confirmed at this time for a shooting. We're still trying to get further. Patient's going to be upper level at JCPenney. We've got officers on the scene, so get further information. Engine 4 responding. Engine 4 responding. Engine 4, can you repeat your traffic? Scene is not secure yet at this time. We're still trying to get further information. Appreciate Battalion 1 responding. Rescue 40 responding. Truck 4, Rescue 41, responding to Galleria at foot action. 2000 River Chase Galleria. Give me a 10-year-old patient shot in the buttock. Truck 4 Rescue 41. Responding to Galleria. 2000 River Chase Galleria. 10-year-old juvenile patient shot in the buttock. It's going to be in front of foot action. Still trying to get further information at this time. Scene is not secure at this time. Cross street, Galleria Circle. Engine 4 on scene staging. Customer responding. Battalion 1 Rescue 40 on scene. Rescue 41 responding. Rescue 41 responding. Fire alarm to Engine 4, Rescue 40 Battalion 1. Scene is secure at this time. They're needing somebody at Bath and Body Works in the mall. Got an OB patient female at Bath and Body Works. Be advised, the shooter is down at this time. Agent 4 on the scene.
54 on scene.
Engine. Fire alarm to rescue 41 or truck 4. Be advised of your location. Officers are needing you for the second patient. To meet 10-year-old juvenile that's been shot in the buttock in front of foot action. Briefing. Truck 4, be advised. Officers are advising they're going to be close to the patient. The closest entrance is going to be on the 3rd level of the north deck, close to the patient. Fire alarm to any of the closest units. I need the closest unit to respond to the 10-year-old patient in front of foot action, the gunshot wound.
First thing we can see, officer now.
Briefing. Who's going to be the closest unit responding?
Oh, I'm so far moving across the 2-4 down. Okay.
They're advising they're in front of foot action in the mall. Engine 2, Rescue 42. Respond to Belt, 2100 River Chase Galleria, the Women's Shoe Department. Got an unresponsive female on a fall, laceration to the head, and Belt. Engine 2, Rescue 42. Respond to 2100 River Chase Galleria, Belt. Adult female in the Women's Shoe Department on a fall, cut to the head, is not responsive at this time. Call straight.
Wow, that's interesting. I'd like to thank Anonymous for giving me the Hoover Fire Dispatch audio from the Galleria shooting from last night's shooting. Thank you. That just came out of my emails. Thought y'all might want to hear that. You never know when you're going to lose somebody, but you can't just stop because they want you to stop having your life. You know what I mean? You got to keep on living. You know, ride or die. You know what I mean? Let's see here. See if there's any news yet. No. Going down the line. It's kind of slow today. And this is Black Friday. I thought the lights were going out, Dabu 777. I thought these lights were going to go out, all of y'all. On Black Friday. Blackout. I believe it's 5 o'clock, 5:33 p.m. Central Time, and the light still ain't out. Thought I might put that in there for you. I mean, even BP Earthwatch said something about the lights were going to go out. What an idiot. He's on this. Told you who's real and who's not. It's not going to be that day. It's not going to be that day, guys. It's going to be the day that they come in for World War III. Alright. Trump authorizing Mad Dog Mattis.
You can use some switch.
Hold on. Mad Dog Mattis to maintain border security. I'll believe it when we see it. They're letting them in. I want y'all to know that. I'll say this again. They're letting them in.
Switch to Boost and get up to 4 free phones and 4 lines for just $100 a month.
This is Anonymous. It's time.
New phones!
It's a Switch Miss Miracle. Switch to Boost. You get 4 lines for just $100 a month, each with unlimited gigs, and get 4 free phones. Boost makes it easy to switch. Switch Miss makes it easy to save.
President Donald Trump has given Defense Secretary Jim Mattis the authority to allow troops at the southwest border to perform military protective activities he deems necessary to protect troops and Border Patrol agents, according to a White House memo. Those activities include a show or use of force, including lethal force, where necessary, crowd control, temporary detention, and cursory search, according to the memo. which was signed on Tuesday by White House Chief of Staff John Kelly. Department of Defense personnel shall not, without further direction from the President, conduct traditional civilian law enforcement activities, such as arrest, search, and seizure in connection with the enforcement of the laws, it added. Mattis said despite the new authorization, the current missions have not yet changed and that troops remain unarmed except for those whose specific job is to protect other deployed troops. There has been no call for any lethal force from the Department of Homeland Security, he told reporters Wednesday. We don't have guns in their hands right now other than a couple of non-commissioned officers who at any point are armed for force protection. So there is no armed element going in.
I don't believe anything on the news. It's all fake. Well, anything from MSNBC, CNN, and ABC, pretty much all of them. And I use... Yeah, I agree. Editing reality. It's all Mockingbird Media News. But this was real. Okay? And I know that for a fact because I've got people telling me that that shooting was real. Bottom line. And that was NBC. WVTM NBC telling the real news. From Alabama, by the way. All the other news is from up north. That's fake. Like WWE Vince McMahon. But yeah, you're right. But this was real. And that's all I got to say about that. And that's the bottom line because I said so.
We'll determine it based upon what DHS asks for, and a mission analysis, and when we do that, we'll let you know what it is, he said. He rejected that the new authorities are in violation of Posse Comitatus, the law that prohibits federal troops from performing law enforcement duties within the United States. The one point I want to make is, again, we are not doing law enforcement. We do not have arrest authority, he said. He said crowd control would consist of putting up jersey barriers, and detention would be in terms of minutes. In other words, if someone's beating on a border patrolman, and if we were in position to do something about it, we could stop them from beating on him, and take him over and deliver him over to a border patrolman who would then arrest him for it, he said. Mattis said any new mission would depend on what the DHS needs and requests and that he would brief the press if there are any new missions. We're in support of DHS and the Commissioner of Customs Border Protection, he said. The memo also said that Mattis could determine the duration of this deployment but shall consult with the Attorney General and the Secretary of Homeland Security prior to withdrawing troops. The new authority comes amid reports of several thousands of Central American migrants now in Tijuana, Mexico, who were allegedly planning to overrun the border into California. The memo said, credible evidence and intelligence indicate the caravans may prompt incidents of violence and disorder that could threaten U.S. Customs and Border personnel and other United States government personnel performing the federal functions necessary to secure and protect the integrity of the southern border. In light of this threat, the President has determined that it is necessary to use units and personnel of the Armed Forces of the United States, Department of Defense military personnel, at appropriate ports of entry to support the Department of Homeland Security by temporarily protecting U.S. Customs and Border Protection and other United States government personnel and by protecting their performance of federal functions. Accordingly, the President has directed the Secretary of Defense to deploy appropriate numbers of Department of Defense military personnel to appropriate parts of entry to carry out this protection mission. Mattis said there are currently about 5,764 active duty troops currently deployed to the border.
All right. We'll see. They said. And every time they say something, it never comes true. So.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Well, I'm serious about this story because I'm about to call you out again. Breaking sealed indictments of Julian Assange. I don't believe it. This is why I'm playing this. I'm going to make fun of you, Paul. I know this for a fact. This is not true. He's there to be, he's been called in for evidence of the pedophiles. That's what's happening. All right, let's check it out.
Julian Assange. Sealed federal indictments here in the United States. Now, there's rumors there's 60,000 potential sealed indictments waiting to be released. Some of them may be to do with the 2016 alleged Russian collusion, confusion, illusion under the Mueller investigation. Some are believed to be indictments that has to do with Jerome Corsi or even Roger Stone. Some maybe have to do with connection to some secret meetings that may have gone on with several world leaders. And then there's the drug cartels out of Mexico, and there's the sex trafficking rings, and Julian Assange. And everybody tied to him in who's been involved in different acquisition of information that was then given to WikiLeaks and his dissemination of this information. Are you serious? Well, I just did a brand new Patreon to talk about this subject with some...
So there you have it, folks. That's making a lot of sense right there. Oh, shit. Even though I don't see eye to eye with Mr. Paul Begley, he just called it out just like I called it out. Maybe he's finally waking up. I don't know. But that was a good story. Not bad at all. And usually I don't like his lies. But that was not a lie. Here it is, folks. We just reported it on my other channel, which it was really shadow banned. And I'll show it again. I'll let y'all hear it again. Strong Japan earthquake hits near Japan. Last time we had an earthquake like that, like I said, we had a bunch of tornadoes that year in 2011. All right, here we go. Let's get ready. By the way, another anonymous channel.
Strong Japan earthquake hits near Fukushima nuclear disaster zone. The quake, measuring a 5.0 magnitude, struck at around 11:30 p.m. local time. Strong earthquake has hit near the nuclear disaster zone of Fukushima in Japan. The quake, measuring a 5.0 magnitude, struck at around 11:30 p.m. local time, around 2:30 p.m. UK time. It is not believed any major damage was caused in the tremor and no tsunami warning has been issued. Fukushima is the capital city of Fukushima Prefecture, Japan. In 2011, the region was subject to a natural disaster triggered by a major earthquake which caused a 15-meter tsunami. The tsunami disabled the power supply of 3 Fukushima Daiichi reactors, causing a nuclear accident on the 11th of March.
So, no... Okay, that means it was a bomb. It was a bomb, folks. If there was no, yeah, that was a bomb. That's not an earthquake. Thanks for telling me, though. There was no tsunami, no nothing like that. That means it was not an earthquake. Alright, let's go to the next deal, regardless of what's next. Not sure what's next yet. Because the news is really slow to get out today. I don't know why. People been having issues with internet today. Anybody? It could be the reason why. Meddling playbook. UK runs covert. Interesting. Here's another one. Anonymous. Trump orders U.S.-Mexico borders.
This Black Friday, get up to 80% off hundreds of
closed. Trump orders U.S.-Mexico border closed. It sure is funny. They're closing it as Mike Pence is heading toward Mexico. This don't sound good, guys. It don't look good at all. What's the date? The 23rd? December the 1st, Mike Pence shows up there? Yeah. Mike Pence is going to be in a mess if he goes to Mexico. Here we go. Enjoy.
Deals at Sweetwater.com. Save big on this Avid 11 Rack Special Edition.
President Trump had authorized troops stationed at the border to act in a law enforcement capacity to perform those military protective activities that the Secretary of Defense determines are reasonably necessary to protect border agents, including a show or use of force, including lethal force, where necessary, crowd control, temporary detention, and cursory search. That wasn't all. Speaking to reporters at his Mar-a-Lago resort in Palm Beach, Florida, the president said on Thursday that he also signed an order to close the U.S. border with Mexico, adding that he's authorized troops to use lethal force against migrants who attempt to enter the U.S. if they have to, Trump told reporters at his Mar-a-Lago resort in Palm Beach, Florida, claiming that at least 500 criminals are among migrants trying to enter the U.S., so I'm not going to let the military be taken advantage of. I have no choice. Do I want that to happen? Absolutely not. But you're dealing with rough people. Trump also said that he would welcome a partial shutdown of the government over border security. According to Bloomberg, Trump signed the order 2 days ago and that I've already shut down parts of the border, warning that the entire border may be closed if conflict with migrants escalates. If we find that it's uncontrollable, he said, if we find that it gets to a level where we are going to lose control or people are going to start getting hurt, we will close entry into the country for a period of time until we can get it under control. The whole border, he clarified. I mean the whole border. And Mexico will not be able to sell their cars into the United States, where they make so many cars at great benefit to them, not at great benefit to us. Still, details were missing as the White House hasn't released the order and Trump wasn't clear about his directive. Before the midterm elections, Trump ordered the military to reinforce the southern border, repeatedly warning voters about a so-called caravan of migrants making its way from Central America to the U.S. His critics called the deployment a political stunt. As Bloomberg reminds us, next week Congress returns for its post-election lame duck session, in which a top priority will be to authorize full fiscal 2019 spending plans for several agencies, including the Department of Homeland Security, the IRS, and the National Park Service. Temporary funding for the agencies expires December 7th. Congress already approved full-year spending for most of the U.S. government, meaning any shutdown would be limited. Trump has repeatedly threatened to veto spending bills if Congress continues to refuse to fund the wall, and with Democrats poised to take over the House in January, the president could force the issue in the lame duck session.
Alright, this is what I gotta say, and this makes sense. Remember, November the 28th, Pelosi is going to be the Speaker of the House. Remember, if both presidents, Vice President and the other president, gets taken out, as the migrants are already in Mexico, we've already heard Pelosi talking about saying that she was going to she wants the migrants in here instead of us. Now listen to me what I'm about to say. Like I said, this was all planned. If them two gets knocked out, we have a new president named Nancy Pelosi. Remember what I just said. Think about what I just said, folks. This is all planned just like 9/11. If they bring in them 500, I think it's more than 500. There's some coming behind this caravan that's from Venezuela and El Salvador. I want y'all to know that. and they're evil. They're mean, and some of them are ISIS, and some of them are Honduras rapists. Just thought you might want to know that, folks. And what would be better for Pelosi for more chaos in America? Yeah, just think about it. Am I making sense, Buffy? I mean, think about that, folks. It's like domino effect. With the domino effect, just if it just comes down at the same time, then what? Think about it, folks. All Pelosi has to say is, hey, them two are gone. They're out of here. I get to control and call what happens at the border. I'm just saying, guys. Mr. Caddy's right on that. He's not right on everything on there, I've noticed. But he's right on some stuff. The troops are there, guys. But all they have to do is get one phone call from Pelosi when Dingwad's going to Argentina and the other Dingwad is going to the illegal immigrants and going to Mexico. I'm doing the best I can, folks, and I'm trying to give you the information of what I've gotten from ex-CIA and ex-NSA. That was their plan all along. It's actually been the plan since 1984. They were just waiting on Wormwood to get closer and the robots to be built. That's their plan. The migrants don't even realize this. The migrants are going to die. George Soros is going to kill them. Just thought you might want to know that. Let's see what's next. While the last match is going on. This is the last match. Hope y'all enjoying the game designs that I put out there. But I'm just giving you heads up what's going on. You know what I mean? Just people are like, are you ready for the Iron Bowl? Not really. I've been concerned about what's happening at the border and our presidents being set up on purpose. Why, Trump? Why are you going to Argentina? Because you've been paid to go to Argentina by George Soros. You're going underground along with Mike Pence. Well, I'm just being honest. I don't care if I'm scaring you. You need to know the truth. If you don't like the truth, leave. It's scaring me that you don't want to fight for this country. That's what scares me. What scares me is you haven't gone to the store and got you some guns, food, and water and gotten ready for this thing. That's what scares me. I woke up when I seen George Soros, Jared Kushner, and Donald Trump and Obama at a freaking restaurant eating together. That's what scares me. What scares me is you believe in QAnon. The other pedophile, JFK Jr. That's what scares me. You know what scares me? These kids are online fucking off. I'm glad I came to gaming. These kids need to wake up too. Because our kids are being trained down here with guns and meth bombs. What are your kids doing? Huh? What are your kids doing, folks? Oh, some of them are killing each other. Blacks are trying to kill each other at a mall over a mama-daddy thing. Baby mama. Right? Embarrassing. We need you on the front lines to protect your kids, because in 6 months, well, 6 months and 1 week, almost 5 months, 5 months and 1 week, they're going to legalize pedophilia. And who's involved? California. Pelosi. George Soros has a book out, guys. You need to go read it. Everything is in that book that's happening right now. And you say that atheists don't believe in God, where they're reading the Bible and they're doing what the Bible tells them, it's that they're bringing a little bit more to the sugar, okay? They're putting a little bit more on the cherry on top. Stuff that we have never heard of in the Bible. Okay? They're going to kill the atheists. They're going to kill the Antifas. They're going to kill the bullies, the sexual harassment and threats, and even the Christians. Everybody's involved. Everybody's at the party, folks, when you all need to be working together. Because when Terminator comes in and takes out everybody in 2029, you're going to wish you listened to me. No. This ain't the RVD show. This is ADJ. So, wake up, everyone. Subscribe, like, and share. I am the actor from Sloss Right Furnace to bring you the reality. Google that one. Tyler knows. Tyler West is subscribed to me. Former Michael Myers. But I brought in the real truth. Because I think it's been too much of that fake news you've been eating and drinking. Hope you enjoyed the show. I am Andrew Jackson. Hurricane Andrew. And that's the bottom line, because Stonewall 313 said so. Give me another sweet tea. Screw your beer. Screw your drugs. And screw your gangs. Because if your gangs are involved, we're here. Run.